What's going on, guys? My name is D. Anthony with Evolution Traders. I'm going to give you the reasons why 95% of traders fail, starting with number one. It's very, very obvious. You are undercapitalized, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. With this day and age, you can go out and get funded with a prop firm. We can take care of that issue. But a lot of people just kind of throw money into, let's say you want to trade options, you put $1,000 in, or you put $5,000, or hell, you put $10,000 in, and then you lose it all. A lot of you guys hear about prop firms, you guys rush out, you buy multiple accounts, maybe you just buy one account. But being undercapitalized, in all seriousness, is definitely the reason why 95% of traders fail. And I'm going to give you a little bit of an example. There has been times personally where I have traded with traders before, and let's say they have a particular small account. I have an account that allows me to take, more than a few trades a day on the option side of things. I'll get to the futures part in a minute, but there's been times where, let's say off the bell, or maybe the first one or two trades, I've taken losers. And then, however, there's something that sets up a little bit later in the day that I'm able to go ahead and take a third or even fourth or even fifth trade on, because I have the account size to allow me to do that. And then I end up winning on later in the day when the market kind of shows itself, right? Because sometimes, especially off the open, the market's very mysterious. It's very like incognito. It doesn't really show itself. It shows itself long, shows itself short, and then next thing you know, it kind of does nothing for a while, and then we get the full move, right? And a lot of times, if you're undercapitalized, meaning you have too small of an account, you're never around to really catch the real move. So you're kind of always scratching your head, because again, 95% of traders are so anxious to make money off the bell, when in reality, the more realistic thing to do is kind of sit back and wait and be more patient. So again, when you're new, or before you're truly profitable, you should be focused more on waiting for good setups and allowing these trades to come to you than trying to be excited to make money. That's the rule number one, right? That's why a lot of traders fail. 95% of them, your account size is way too small to even make money. Now, again, am I going to sit here and say that, someone can't take $500 to, $10,000 or $1,000 or $20,000? Of course not. But that's going to also take a lot of luck. It's also going to take you understanding your strategy, you understanding your emotions. It's also going to take a good market cycle. If any of you guys have been playing the market the last few weeks, we haven't had a good market cycle, right? We've been up a little bit, we've been down, we've been going down some more. We get these intraday bounces. We get a period of an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in the market where it's just going up, and then you get in and it comes right back down and you get stopped out, and then it goes short, so you get short, and then it comes back. So again, it's going to take a few things for a smaller account. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it's definitely a lot harder. And that's the reason why 95% of traders fail. The next reason is because, in all honesty, a lot of people that get into this game, here's the second reason. A lot of people that come into this business, they get lucky. Okay. They get very, very lucky. Either they have a small account, or maybe they've gone the prop firm route, or, they've used these prop firms to get funded to have more capital. Again, before we kind of get into the second one, if you are undercapitalized and you know what you're doing, or at least you're involved in a community, or you have a coach or a mentor, or you have a strategy that you're going to practice, go get funded, right? Go to any one of these prop firms. I don't care. I'm not an advocate for any one in particular. It's just whichever one's comfortable to you. Go out there, go through evaluations, get yourself funded. You have access to as much capital as you want. Again, you can make some money if you get funded with the prop firms, but you got to know what you're doing, though. You have to understand risk management. You got to understand your strategy. Okay. So again, back to the second reason why traders fail. You get lucky, right? You get lucky in the markets. At some point in time, someone told you about something. At some point in time, you followed someone on social media. At some point in time, you wanted to try it out, and you bought. Everyone says you can make a lot of money trading Tesla, or you can make a lot of money trading the NQ. You get in there, you don't really have full understanding of what's going on. You kind of were in drawdown for a little bit, and you held it for a day, 2 days, 3 days, and then you made money. A lot of people have gotten lucky early in their careers, and it happens to everyone. And it's like almost like a new trader's curse, right? And then there comes a period of time where you start to lose a little bit of money, and you think, it's no big deal. I'd take a few more trades, it's going to come back. And then it doesn't come back, because there's a point in time where reality sets in. And right now, I want you to really look at yourself in the mirror right now. And I want you to ask yourself, are you at a point in time right now where you kind of need to know what you're doing as far as how to manage your risk, how to manage your emotions, how to manage your stress, how to manage your position sizing. Are you at that point right now? Because a lot of times traders get to that point where they've made some money before, or maybe they kind of just broke even a little bit in the beginning and they had a little bit of success and then they kind of gave it all back. And then now you just feel like you're losing all the time. If that's the case, you are a victim of getting lucky and then never really learning what it takes to be a good trader. That's why I started Evolution Traders Mentorship and Community. That's the sole purpose, right? So we can help other traders understand why. But anyways, again, so what happens in this timeline is that a year passes, 2 years passes by, you're still kind of in this game, you're still kind of losing, you're kind of just taking a break, and then you're depositing a little bit more money, and then, you know, or you're buying a new prop firm valuation, you're blowing it. And then around that 2 year mark, a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, a lot of traders quit, right? 95% of them. And then if you do not quit and you manage to stay in this industry for longer than 2 years, hell, longer than 3 years, it's 90% of those traders fail after that and quit after that, which leaves you with around 5-3% of actual people who invest in themselves, educational wise, invest in themselves emotionally, like understanding their emotions, their true emotions. Like trading is a type of business that is going to teach you more about yourself than even your parents can teach you. It's going to teach you more about yourself than your spouse can teach you. It's going to teach you more about yourself than your best friend will ever teach you. There has been times in your trading journey that you have sat there looking at the computer screen and wondering, what the hell am I doing? What the fuck is really going on? How does every time that I buy, this thing goes down? How come when I reverse it and try to go the opposite way, it goes right against me? How do they know where my stop loss is at? There's been a point in time where you've been so frustrated, you've either been so pissed off that you've broken a computer screen, a monitor, a mouse, or you've broken down, right? Broken down emotionally to where you feel like, you know, when something really terrible happens to you and you get like those tears that sort of rush behind your eyes and you feel like you just want to like give up, right? You just want to give up trading. And a lot of times 95% of traders end up giving up and they're never around. And it's only realistically the ones who start to invest in themselves and their education and get around good people. It's only the ones who actually stop doing the same shit that they've been doing that's not making them any money and actually focus and buckle down. It's actually the ones who forget everything else that's going on and dedicate your life to this business. This business requires full mental capacity. If you are not going to do your back testing and understand your strategy and tinker with your strategy and adjust your trading rules and dial it in and have discipline and have focus and you know, do your back testing to where you're drawing out levels for the next day and practicing proper risk management to where, you know, you're able to pull the cord when you're up a little bit, down a little bit, and continue to kind of compound those winning days. Because even stopping even if you stop trading on the day down a little bit, or maybe 1 or 2 small losses, that's a win. That's like a good stepping stone to you being on your way to being profitable. And a lot of you guys are so stuck in, I lost again. I just lost again. I lost again and I'm never going to get it. And you give up and you start crying and moping and blaming everyone. How many of 95% of traders blame everyone else? They blame the markets. They blame the strategy. They blame the news. They blame whatever, right? Like you just always blaming someone else other than taking a good look in the mirror. That's why 95% of traders fail. Undercapitalized, meaning you don't even have enough money to stick around this business long enough to do it. There's solutions for that. And giving up, right? Because when you feel like you're trying each and every single day, when you really feel like you're trying because you're showing up to the markets and you're taking these trades, and it's been a year and a half, you haven't made any money, you've lost a shit ton of money, you've made a little bit back, and then you give it all away plus some, and that 1 year mark hits, and that 1.5 year, 2 years, 2.5 years. By that time, you're pretty much on the cusp of just giving up, and you never really come back to this business. And you kind of tell people, trading wasn't for me. It's, you can never really make money. It's only people, that are on the inside, or, and that's what happens. But it's the ones who actually figure out the reality of what it actually takes. And for a lot of people, for myself, I lost money for 2 years. And I finally buckled down and I asked for help, and I got a mentor, and I shadowed someone, and I joined a community, and I joined another community, and then I made trading friends. And then I started backtesting my strategy over hundreds of trades. And then it was like thousands of trades where I would have all of this journaling, all this data, where I would write down in these notepads over and over and over and over and over. This is how much my risk was. This is how much I expected to lose. This is how much I expected to make. This is what I did wrong. This is what I did right. I did all of this for so long. But again, think about what I'm telling you guys. I've been on YouTube now for like 3 years, 4 years going on, or something along those lines. I have over 2,000 videos. Do you think I make these videos for my health? I make these videos to go out there and teach you guys how to do it. I do these videos to help other people. I do these videos to also hold myself accountable. This is my back testing. This is my trading journey. This is my diary. All of these videos, the technical analysis that I'm going through, the back test that I'm going through, these are my live trades. These are trades that I want to take. These are trades that I didn't take. These are trades that I missed. These are trades that I was in and didn't necessarily do something right on, and I go back and I fix them, and then I analyze what I did wrong and I correct it for the next day. This takes dedication and it takes time. Can we make a lot of money in one trade? Can we make a lot of money in 1 week, in 1 day? Absolutely. But there's going to be peaks and valleys, okay? There's going to be highs and lows. There's going to be an ebb and flow to this thing. So we have to stay in the business for a long time, because some days we're going to make great money and the other days we're not going to make anything. And then some months are going to be fantastic, and then we might have a week where we're just losing every single trade. But if you don't have enough capital to sustain those peaks and valleys, you get run out of the business. That's why 95% of traders fail. If you guys truly want to trade with me, you got to learn about yourself. You want to learn a strategy. You want to practice how to build a trading plan. You want a community. You want a mentor. You want a coach. You want other guys who you can trade with, and girls who you can trade with. Join Evolution Traders. I only have 3 spots left. Every single month, I open it up to like 3 people. As soon as I fill them, I just stop advertising it and I stop telling people about it, because I need to focus on the new people. I have a calendar in there where you can book one-on-one calls. What does that mean? We can get on, we can do backtesting, we can do whatever you guys want to talk about. We can go over strategies, we can go over my watch list. We can talk about anything you want to talk about, so I can help you get on the right page so we can all start trading and making money together. Invest in yourself first. If you don't, continue to lose money and stop crying about it. Just get off the internet and stop looking at these videos, because not one single YouTuber, not one single influencer, not one single book author is going to magically help you make money. Nobody's going to help you but yourself. The moment you allow yourself to be helped is the moment you're going to break through. I'll see all of you guys on the inside.